NCAJ, in conjunction with Equality Now, held the inaugural Gender Justice Awards Gala, targeted at celebrating and recognizing the incredible efforts of justice actors, both state and non-state, who continue to work tirelessly to provide justice for survivors of sexual as well as gender-based violence across the country. Happening at the Emara Olesereni Hotel in Nairobi, an event presided over by the Chief Justice Martha Koome. The justice players called on government and society to cooperate with them in making gender justice processes seamless. The Gender Justice Awards were conceptualized as the brainchild of NCAJ's Standing Committee on Court Users Committees, that is CUCS, and Equality Now, to recognize the tremendous work justice actors, both state and non-state, undertake to avail justice to survivors of sexual and gender-based violence that is across the country. Several counties and their governors were befitted, including Kwale Governor Fatuma Achani and Kisumu Governor Peter Anyang' Nyong'o.
We began marking 16 days of activism on the 25th and 26th with a rape laws report. We did an analysis of laws that proscribe or legislate against rape in the entire continent, including in Kenya, and so that we could understand the gaps that are allowing SGBV to continue without accountability. Today, we've convened judges, magistrates, prosecutors, police, children officers, doctors, and all the actors who respond to incidents of sexual and gender-based violence, and who their own colleagues have voted and indicated that they actually serve justice and they serve survivors of sexual and gender-based violence. We've begun conversations with the state and with non-state actors to understand why, and to also understand the need to put in place a law in response of it. Because yes, we do have a law against murder, and we do have a law against rape and sexual violence, but when we do recognize this offense as femicide, then we will be able to document the cases and know how pervasive it is, and we also, in knowing the numbers, we'll be able to respond to it. And thirdly, we will know that it's not just any other murder, but it's actually systematic and something that we need to actually respond to. To a great extent, our laws are robust. There are a few gaps that need to be addressed, and indeed, there's a process of doing that. We need to strengthen our laws. We need to begin to ensure that there's actually responsive nature to survivors, and they are at the center of it. But I think at the heart of our issues is a need to implement the laws. And I think it's time for the county governments to begin to understand their rightful role in actually addressing sexual and gender-based violence. And so it's not just about investigation and prosecution, it's also prevention. And so having conversations within the community, putting in place programs within the community to help both sexes to live in harmony, as opposed to having violations one against the other.